As most of you are finding out now, Captain Rick's spice is good on just about everything. But one of my most favorite things is ribs. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a simple rub today. We're going to take about 1/4 cup of Captain Rick's rub. And we're going to mix in about 1/2 cup of brown sugar. If you're off a little bit on these measurements, don't worry about it. It's all going to be fine. And we're just going to mix that together. And that nice soft brown sugar mixes with that rub seasoning. And the flavor, I can already start smelling the flavor that's going to be our end product when it comes to those ribs. That brown sugar is going to caramelize on the surface. If you like a dry rub, you'll just love this. If you're more of a sauce person, go ahead and put some sauce on about the last 30 minutes of the cooking process, and it'll be great. Okay, we're going to take our rack of ribs, and we're just going to flip it over. On the back side of those ribs, we have this silver slick liner from the ribs. That needs to come off. That will never break down. It'll make your ribs tough, and it'll make them curl while they're smoking. So I just take 2 paper towels because it's really easy to get a hold of that with a paper towel. You might have to use a knife to get underneath it, but this one looks like it's going to be just right. And we're just going to simply pull that off. It's slick though. If you don't do that, you'll wonder why your ribs just don't turn out quite right. Now the fun part. We like to season both sides of this, so we're just going to put that on there. Put it on fairly heavy. I know you're probably wondering, why are you doing the underside? There's flavor on this whole rack of ribs. Okay, now we're going to flip it over, and this is where we're going to get crazy with it. I like to make this rub up fresh every time I do it. I like to keep that brown sugar nice and soft, and it just works really well. So just about that amount for a good rack of ribs. And let's just use all of it. It already looks like you want to eat it, doesn't it? All right, then we're off to the smoker. All right, so we let our ribs sit out and get to room temperature. You don't want to put cold ribs on the smoker. They just don't turn out right. So let them sit out 20, 30 minutes. Let that rub really get soaked into that meat, and we're ready to put it on. And we're going to set those on right there in the middle. Okay, we're going to smoke these at about 180 degrees, and we're going to smoke them for about 3 hours. When we get done, we're then going to wrap them in some aluminum foil and put some apple juice on them. That's just going to create a nice steam bath for them, and they're just going to fall off the bone when we're done. Okay, we're going to take these off the smoker. They're fall apart. They are perfect. Let's go back to the kitchen. Okay, we're just going to move these over to the cutting board. They are fall off the bone perfectly completed. Move this away over here, and let's cut these. We're going to hit them with one more, just a quick hit of Captain Rick's. And those are ready. Perfect. This would have to be just your dry rub, probably Texas barbecue. Not a lot of sauce, in fact, no sauce. With the brown sugar in the rub, it just gives it a nice caramelized flavor.